Welcome back. And let's continue with Ian's story because he was sharing mostly on the mental health part. So now you've talked, kindly talk to us on how you started your journey as a mental health advocate, because you talked about depression. So kindly tell us what happened for you to be depressed.
Okay. So I started out in campus, Moy University, back in 2014. That was the year that I got to campus after staying at home for 2 years after high school. So back in those days, I was used to being hit on by ladies, and I thought the same would happen to me in campus. So when I got to campus, sure enough, I was approached by these two ladies who quickly became my friends. Then during our conversations, one lady told me how the house has 7 bedrooms. The other told me it has 5. And because I come from a 2-bedroom home, I was afraid of telling them the truth because I thought they would leave me and I would be left alone. So I decided to lie to them.
So that means you are dating two ladies?
No, I was not dating them. They were just friends.
Oh, they were just friends. Okay.
Yes, they were friends.
I never had the confidence to approach a lady. Not like now.
What happened?
So, I lied to them that we have a penthouse in West End Towers. And because the ladies told me they believed me, I had to fake a life to support the lie. And I did that by spending all my pocket money on them, which they will finish in 1 day.
In
which way were you really spending all your pocket money for just 1 day? Was it going to the hotels or just providing for them? How are you spending your pocket money?
I was taking them out for meals, paying for events, and paying some of their bills as they requested.
So how did they request you and you weren't dating them, they were just friends? How did it reach to that point?
I didn't want to lose them. So I did anything they wanted. And apparently those ladies were just going after first years to use up their money. That's what I learned when I went back to school after depression.
So that is it, a span of 1 year.
So was that a span of a saving of 1 year or?
No, it was a weekly pocket money.
So how did you manage to get all this money to ensure that you please these two lady friend of yours? Because you come from a humble background. Then you decided that on a weekly basis I'll be supporting and paying for these girls because they're requesting me to pay for them their bills.
I'll just use my weekly pocket money to fund that. It was 500 shillings, which was supposed to last me a whole week. And because it would end in the first day, I'll be left surviving on Uji alone, because I used to carry flour from home. Imagine.
You used to eat porridge and at the same time you're providing for ladies. You pay their bills for food and also different events in different hotels.
Yeah.
When did you realize you
So when did it come to your realization that I'm going into depression, or who made you understand that you are depressed?
I not realize it myself. It's my ex who noticed it because he started doing some crazy things in campus.
Just wait. Let me take you back. You had friends who you are pleasing, two ladies, right?
Yes.
So when you had these two friends that you are pleasing, where was your ex?
I don't met her at that moment. She was in my class, but I never talked to her. She noticed me when I started struggling with my education after I left those ladies. Because that struggle, during that time I was struggling, I was really performing badly. I started performing badly in my education. And she noticed how much I was struggling. So that's when she approached me while I was in second year.
So how do you
So how did you come to how did you now come to realize that you are in depression?
I didn't realize myself. It's my ex who noticed me doing those crazy things.
Yes, it's your ex. So she realized that you are into depression, right? So how did she know that you are into depression? So what were the behaviors that made her know that you are into depression?
So when I was in third year, when I was in 2017, this August, I started doing some crazy things in campus. Like stealing girls' clothes from the hanging lines and hiding them. Abusing people randomly. And there was this time she took me to the market to buy clothes. And apparently I was trying to remove my clothes in public to fit in new ones.
So you're removing your clothes so that you can fit into the new ones.
Yes. Calm down. I mean, it's a lot to handle.
Okay, it's just a situation where
It's just a situation that I'm wondering. You have your girlfriend, then you are behaving in a crazy way. So what did your girlfriend do? Did she bring you home to calm you, or what did she do to calm you down?
She just called my mom, who asked her to put me in a matatu to come to Nairobi, where she took me to hospital. Yeah.
So when you arrived to the hospital, what happened? Did they take you in a mental hospital? Did they do some tests to know what was the reason that you are stressed or depressed?
So when I go to hospital, the doctors just assumed I used drugs. And when they tried to do a drug test, that's when I became paralyzed. Yeah.
So all that
time, you stayed in school. You never used drugs or
No.
tried drugs.
I never did. And I never will.
And how did the doctor
doctor conclude that you are using drugs?
Do you think
Then do you think
wrong medication
that they gave you a wrong medication to a point that it made you get paralyzed or something?
I have no idea. Because even my mom doesn't understand how I became paralyzed. Because we just assume we always assume the doctor hit a wrong nerve or something. But that's the only reasonable explanation you can have. Because even the doctors have never explained that thing. No one knows what happened.
Okay.
So viewers, I hope that you've had everything. So let's have a short break, then we'll be back to continue with his story.
Okay.